Sam does a nice job of sliding up in front of those guys. You see right here, though, this guy, Sheldon Creed, he's committed to the top two, Parker.
Oh, yeah, he's one of the best on the wall.
He's riding it. Look at that.
And he will stay committed to it. I've raced against him doing that and seen what he can do on the wall, and it's just really impressive. You know, we talk about Kyle Larson being really good at that. Sam Mayer's good at it, but Sheldon Creed is definitely up there in the top three of the best at riding the wall in the Xfinity Series.
I mean, how about it's open, Kim?
And Sheldon Creed's service already started. You see him at the top there in that red and white machine. Big adjustment there. He said he feels like he was better that run, but just too tight on Hendrick. He had to slow down too much to get it to turn. His teammate in the middle, Sam Mayer there, he said, I killed the right front, but overall the car is good. Does not think he needed anything. No changes for Sam Mayer, Dylan.
Race leader Kyle Larson fairly happy with his race car. He said it felt slick with the front end when I was running up top. Pretty good around the bottom. They're cognizant of building tight on this last long run. They stuck a wrench in the back window to make a chassis adjustment to help Larson free up.
And now the race off Progressive Pit Road. Larson takes care of business. Austin Hill right behind him. -1 for Sam Mayer, the restart when we return. Getting after it.
That was one of the better restarts we see on the outside by Austin Hill. Still doesn't really keep up with the bottom. He's going to be swamped here. They're 3 wide.
Jesse Love down on that white line. Mayer drifting high to fading out behind Larson.
Mayer forced his way up through there. You saw his car moving around. He stayed in the throttle. He's had a great car all day. Wants to be as close as he can right here. Has a good run on Larson getting down into turn 3.
And his task now is to not fall off at the end of the run like he did before.
Look at that outside lane. Justin Bonsignor trying to make a play. He has been so good today. First ever trip to Miami.
Yeah, and he's back on equal tires. He ran around 12th to 14th at the end of that last stage. Now on equal tires of all these guys. Did you see him not scared at all and trying to work the top? And that's been really good for him as he's going to sneak. Oh, he gets into the wall right there.
4 wide. He hangs on to it. Maybe some contact with Sammy
That's
Smith.
hard contact.
Parker Retzloff in the 4 is there now.
I think felt so good for the 19. The black 19 you see on the top. Justin Bonsignor going right back to the top. Not worried about getting into the wall off turn 2. He's been really good, though. He's been able to sneak to a lot of guys outside throughout the day.
You get to look back at it here. It's just committed the throttle, and it doesn't stick. You're in the dirty air of the 8, and you've got grip, and then suddenly the way that corner is, it almost loses the banking, falls away from you, and gets into the 8 a little bit as he comes back down the track. Good job by Sammy Smith to hold on to it.
Yeah, that wasn't too hard a contact, though. I don't think that that's going to tear that 19 car up or affect the speed of all that. As you see Larson, he is now committed to that top. You see he gave up a little bit on entry, but as he gets back to the gas, look at the momentum he's going to have on the exit of the 41. The 41, though, I'm telling you, he is going to be the guy, if anyone can today, that's going to be able to challenge Kyle Larson.
But he's got to be smart here. You know, at the end of that last stage, he fell off hard compared to Larson, who got to the lead and drove out to almost a 2-second lead in just a couple laps. He's got the car and the ability to hang with Larson, but he's got to take care of those tires in front.
And one thing I noticed about the 17 car at the end of that run, he's passing all the traffic on the bottom. It almost reminded me of the old Atlanta. He started exiting abnormally low, and it's almost like he found a little bit of grip if he had to run the white line, exiting lower than I've ever seen anyone do here to, to be able to get the rear grip that he needs in those tires. It'd be interesting to see if everyone does that or if Kyle found something right there.
We've hit the halfway point. How about this? Top 7 all just ran their fastest lap of the race. Jesse Love, you look bottom of your screen in our bumper. Xfinity fastest lap. He's got the stopwatch, that purple stopwatch indicating he's got the fastest lap of the day. You see the time here. If he hangs on to that, and we're going to have another cycle of pit stops, so you'll get another opportunity on fresh tires. But if he hangs on, he gets a point, championship point at the end of the day.
And Parker, what we're seeing right there, that's why everybody loves this place. Whether you're a driver or you're a fan, you see the 17, it's the top, the 41's in the middle, and the 2's all the way on the bottom, and they're both running pretty equal lap times.
So many options here. It's just amazing. It's awesome when you're racing people that you can just sort of say, hey, you're going to run that lane? All right, I'll go somewhere else. And it's going to work for me, and I'm going to make it work. And you can just do so much as a driver to make that car do what you want and try to create speed. And that's why, as drivers, we just love it because there's so much in our hands.
Check out this trio, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Austin Hill, Dash for Cash driver. 7, Justin Allgaier had the penalty. He's back in the game. He's going for the Dash for Cash. Sheldon Creed is proven to be really good on the long haul. They had a tough pit stop, so he had some ground to make up. And Nick Sanchez is right there with him. The rookie's been great.
The 7 car has been really impressive today. He had the mistake on pit road, drove through too many pit boxes, had to go to the tail end. He's never had a top 5 finish here. It's incredible a stat on him, but he's done a really good job of driving back up through the field as you see the 2 committed to the bottom. And he said that earlier in an interview that he was going to be committed to the bottom. But I think all guys
laid a good lap down, and it's kind of been the story of their day as well. Taylor's just trying to manage, stay calm in the race car and salvage a good day, which he's doing right now. 10th is not bad for sure for the rookie. Behind him, Sammy Smith, another pretty good story. Remember, they won the 2nd stage after doing some pit strategy. They flipped the stage, took tires, drove to the front of the field, won that stage, and then pitted, but they did get their track position. This is a day that crew chief Phil Lavelle called a learning day. Sammy's not super comfortable, he admitted, running the top side here, so they just wanted to be in a good spot most of the race and learn what they can. They've done that so far, running in the 11th spot right now. Behind him is Harrison Burton, who we've talked about throughout the afternoon as well. They're another one that's kind of battled some handling gremlins so far today. He's been a little bit tight, he's been loose, and the most recent report just is that he's out of the racetrack, so they're trying to get him a little bit better, but he loves this racetrack, loves racing here, was really excited to be back in the Xfinity car racing here at Homestead, and also is looking forward to Darlington, another racetrack coming up.